So let me ask you about just your standard fix and flips. Are you seeing those happening much?
You are and you aren't. So let me explain. Fix and flip got so popular there for a while, and money was so cheap, and the market was moving so fast that from basically, let's call it 2018 to 2022, I think we ate a lot of the garbage inventory during that cycle because you didn't even have to be good at flipping. You could be half-ass bad contractor because the market was going so vertical, it covered up your mistakes.
Right.
So one, we already rehabbed a lot of the really bad inventory. Two, because prices have shot up so much, you're not seeing as many flips as you used to, but the ones that you are seeing, they're pretty nice and they work out pretty well for the people who are doing them, but they're more of the veterans. You don't have the wannabe flippers around right now.
Right.
And same with the builders for that matter. The builders are exactly the same. The builders are rolling low and slow. They're not overextending themselves. They're backing out of deals that don't make sense. If you see land projects and they keep going pending feasibility, the numbers don't pencil. You just keep popping out over and over and over again. But the builders are being cautiously optimistic. And so they're just slow. I'm just going to go build my consistent product. Right now, Washington State is projected to bring through about 36,000 units this year. We need 77,000 to start to backfill the deficit that we're missing. We would need 50,000 just to keep up. We're supposed to have 1.1 million new units by 2044. We're so far behind on housing. So this is the golden, ignore the millionaire tax, ignore the doom and gloom. We're so far behind on housing that even though the numbers may be slightly down or slightly depreciating today, you have built-in forced appreciation due to the lack of supply.
Right.
Massive built-in.
Right. Well, and I think with the million, I mean, look, the ultra luxury market it's always been its own kind of thing, right?
It's its own beast.
I mean, I think that it does point a lot to the reaction to the millionaire's tax and some of the other big taxes we've seen in the last couple of years, but I don't think it's representative of the market as a whole.
Correct, yeah.
And what the impact's going to be of those changes. And so I think for, as you said, and as I've talked to Mike about and other people, I mean, there's going to be demand for a long time. It's just the timing of it, the affordability of it. What can we do to make sure that those units get built that need to get built, and that the builders and the investors, there's not so much red tape and bureaucracy that it's not worth doing, know?
Oh, one other thing I want to add in is most of the apartments that you see finishing right now were all started in 20, 21, 22, and part of 23. You don't see a lot of large apartment buildings coming right now because the model doesn't make sense, which means that you're going to run into, starting in late 2026, definitely in 2027, you're going to run into a lack of rentals coming down the supply line because those permits are down by 80%.
Yeah, so what is that? I mean, you're right. There was a period there where, man, these apartment complexes were going up
everywhere.
Crazy. So what changed?
Interest rates. So when you take interest rates from 3 to almost 8, and that builder debt went from 5 to 10, 12, whatever it went to, those projects no longer made sense. The people finished that had to finish. And there's and I forget the number, 1.5 trillion, 2.5 trillion, but there's trillions in commercial debt that is coming due starting over the next couple of years that has a 3 handle on it that's now going to have a 5 or a 6 handle on it.
But I think the banks are going to have to renegotiate that stuff.
They're going to have to renegotiate.
I mean, they're going to have to make concessions because I don't think. But what it does point out to me is it sounds like rents are going to go up.
Rents are going to go up. So rents have to go up due to that lack of supply.
Yeah.
So understand when we talk about prices are slightly down, what I'm telling you is, from a data perspective, ignore the rest of the world and the economy. This is a blip, and this is an opportunity to go buy and invest because the long-term pipeline is there's a big hole that's missing both on the for rent and the owner-occupied side.